This is me. I had an obsession with Santa Claus. When I lost my tooth when I was 9, I told my aunt, I was like, I'm just gonna do a little test. I'm not gonna tell my mom that I lost my tooth, okay? And my aunt goes, oh, tooth fairy's not real. And I'm like, well, what about Santa? And she's like, yeah, Santa's not real either. I locked myself in my guest room for like 2 days straight and wrote down all of the mythical creatures that didn't exist. Santa equals mom. Easter Bunny equals mom. And that was the beginning of the end for me.
Yeah, so I've been playing piano for like 20 years now, which is sad.
Why is it sad?
Because I'm old. I started like very classical. In like 14, my like big act of rebellion was to like, I'm gonna learn how to play jazz, which feels still very buttoned down today, but at the time it was like punk rock for me.
I mean, it's like, look at this. This is in the middle of Brooklyn, in New York. During COVID, I would come here, honestly, like 4 times a week during like deep quarantine. I think it's important to find the things that are beautiful, because the city's really hard to be in. You know, it's not for weak people. You gotta be like strong enough to go find the beautiful things, because they're here.
I like games because there is a clear structure and rule set to it. I like competing for something. I didn't have anyone to teach me English when I came to the States, so I learned through TV and video games, and so I feel like they played a role in my neurological development as well. I feel like right now I'm really enjoying games again because I went through a lot of shame around it, and now I'm like, no, this is something that I like doing, and it's something that makes me feel connected with others.
We are making tostones. When I was little, I would study in the kitchen while my mom or my grandma made dinner. So I have like a bunch of memories of my mom cooking, smelling all these amazing aromas of like sofrito and garlic and the beans and the pumpkin. I might have overcooked some of them because I got excited talking. Ta-da! Hell yeah.
Acting really saved my life. I grew up in an area that's really ruthless. It's not the best environment for a kid to grow up in. I really want to give back to the community where there's kids that are living in poverty and they don't even know it. And they think that that's all that they can amount to. I really want to give them that hope and that dream and that drive and remind them like, yo, I was there with you and I'm at NYU.
In high school, administration got a hypnotist, and anyone who wasn't hypnotized had to leave the stage. I was not hypnotized, and I stayed up on stage. I was doing like a dance battle with another girl, and at one moment, we locked eyes, and I was like, are we gonna fight right now? And the worst part about it, actually, is that I would love to be hypnotized.
So I'm from North Carolina, where we got all the basketball greats. The GOAT, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, the point guard, Chris Paul, John Wall.
Growing up, bruh, we used to hoop from sun up to sundown. Every day, everyone that was anybody used to come to like our front yard and hoop for hours. You know, like it was like some of the best experiences of my life. And so now, as an adult, I just try to stay healthy. I just try to stay active. Like, health is wealth. That's real.
I am a golfer. I think it's pretty sexy as a sport. When you hit your driver really well, high, lofty, into the middle of the fairway, just kind of the best feeling. My go-to snack on the golf course is a hot dog. It's not so much that I like the hot dog, but that I like the ketchup. I'm like a child. I'm a child who loves ketchup.
So today I'm going to be painting with beer. First, I usually boil some of it down so it makes it a little bit darker for painting. I don't sketch first, I just kind of like go with it. The less pretty the thing, the less like pressure. I think that's why I didn't end up liking this butterfly that I made. Because it was like, okay, butterflies are beautiful, everyone knows that. There's like pressure to make it really pretty. Whereas like people don't like beetles like this, but I can make it pretty.
Isn't it just more inherently exciting to live here? I mean, where else would you want to live? I think of myself as a go-getter. I come from an immigrant family, and like that go-getter mindset was instilled in me from a very young age. You know, I go after the things I want fully. Everything that I've gone after, I've done it like 100%. I value that in myself. And that's a quality I also value in other people. Yeah.
My dad put these folders on my bed, and it had a bunch of stuff from elementary school in it. Oh, this is definitely my family. Rachel Town is a 4th grade student at Weisenberg Elementary School. She enjoys writing, drawing, playing soccer, and reading. She believes if you practice writing and put your mind to it, you can write about anything you wish. I guess that's a self-portrait. That's a lot of cuteness.
Do I have a favorite childhood memory? We went to this Beatles imitation band concert thing. There were like thousands of people there. It was a big thing. And then they're like, we're gonna have a dance contest. And they chose me to go up. I was up there dancing like this. I remember this move, I did this move. And I won, and it was great. I was just up there doing what I loved. I was just doing these moves that I loved. And then I went to London and Paris with my mom because we got free tickets. It was the coolest thing I've ever won by far, and the coolest way to win something. Yeah.
I started dancing, pole dancing in high school actually. I was this straight A student trying to change the world. I watched a lot of West Wing and I wanted a sexy sort of secret side to me. So that was the only form I've ever lied about being 18 on was when I was 17 in high school pole dancing.
I'm walking here. Famous line. There is a part of me that is a mountain man in my heart, and yet I find myself drawn to the obscene loudness of New York City. And I think that's a duality I've learned to love about myself, because I spent a long time thinking I had to choose. There's time. The mountains aren't going anywhere. Yeah, there's time for it all.
I love the medium of fashion. Something that really motivates me when I'm picking an outfit. It doesn't make me feel beautiful, it doesn't make me feel special, does it reflect who I am at the moment. The best thing to do when you have a bad day is get up, get dressed in the nines, and then show up. So healing to see yourself in the mirror sometimes and go, oh, that's me. That's what I can look like. Okay. I can do today.